I'm a low handicap golfer and I'm not a huge fan of making changes to what's in the bag, but I am always looking for ways to improve and ideally make golf as easy as possible. So I'm going to show you the 5 best additions that I've made to my golf bag this year. And if you stick around to the end, I'm also going to give away one of each of the 5 to you guys out there. So the first big addition to my bag this year was the Caley utility iron. And now Caley's not a brand that I'd heard too much about. Based over in Scotland, you buy their clubs directly online. It's also probably just about the cheapest driving iron or utility iron on the market. But I nuked my first shot with it, and then from there I haven't really looked back. In terms of the specs, it's the 01X. It comes in 18 degrees of loft, and it's got the recoil dart shaft in it with a Lamkin grip. So all good parts from what I can tell. But I suppose the long story short with this club is it sits nicely behind the ball, looks great, feels great, the sound is really good, and it's super versatile, so you can hit different shots with it and it does everything that I want it to do. If I'm completely honest though, because it's so easy to hit, I do wish that they offered it in lower loft specs, so it's a more traditional driving iron. But that aside, it's been a great club this year, it did what I wanted it to, and it was well worth a place at the top end of my bag. The second, let's say, surprise addition to the bag is this. It's the ShotScope Pro ZR laser rangefinder. And why would you say it's a surprise? Well, for me it was a surprise because I already use and continue to use the ShotScope V5 GPS watch. So the fair question is, why use a laser if you've got a GPS watch? For me, I started testing this out and it does everything you'd want it to do from a laser. It's got the slope on and off. It locks instantly onto the target. It's got the magnet if you want to use it on the cart. It's got the good case if you'd rather have it in your bag. So it's doing everything I'd want it to do as lasers go. In terms of the watch offers me distances to trouble. It has the whole view. It gives me really quickly the distance to the front of the green, the back of the green. And the laser's perfect for the pin, so it might be a bit of a luxury, but I use the laser to lock straight onto the pin. I use the watch for the front of the green, back of the green, if I want to club up, making sure I don't go too far, or if I'm on a hole needing to know where the carry is, I'll use the watch for that. So I'm curious what you would do. Do you use a laser? Do you use a watch? Do you use neither? Do you use both? For me though, great product. It went in the bag and I couldn't take it out of the bag after that. The third shot saver that's gone into the bag this year is a little device called the strike wedge. And you might have seen me use this in a video recently where I was talking about how to spin the golf ball. This is a really clever and yet pretty simple piece of kit. The way I'm using it is mostly around low point control and trying to give yourself a tool to work out the perfect angle of attack in order to hit your wedges to get maximum spin. So obviously you're wanting to hit the shot without hitting the strike wedge to get the right angle. And like you'll have seen in the longer video, it's been a huge help for me in terms of getting that spin on the wedges. That's not the only way that you can use it though. There's also attachments that come with it that you can put on it, so you put it on either side of the golf ball. So if you're wanting to work on not coming too much across the ball or not coming too much from the inside, it's again giving you that feedback in the way that something that's super simple, it's light and can pop in the golf bag. It also comes with access to a tool on their website that helps you measure and work out the ideal place to have the strike wedge depending on what you're doing, whether it's something where you're hitting full shots, whether you're hitting these little pitch shots, or any of those other ones that you're working on. So for me, it's well worth having a look. It's not too expensive and it's really helpful. The fourth big change this year, and it's hard to say whether it's actually in the golf bag, but more on my feet. And it's the fact that I switched to the Ecco Biom C4 golf shoes. Now I'm never going to make it as a shoe model, so don't worry about that. But I had never tried Ecco shoes until this year. And there was no particular reason for that. I just always played with Nikes and FootJoys, but it was my dad that convinced me to give them a go. He's worn them for a long time and loved them. Put them on straight away, lightweight, great support and really good grip. So I actually have found them to be better than the shoes that I was wearing before. Hard to say whether I'll stick with Ecco golf shoes forever, but right now they do everything I'd want them to do. You can wear them around the clubhouse, things like that, and I have become quite a fan of them. So maybe if you're looking at golf shoes, these could be the way to go. The fifth change this year, well, that's been adding in my own personalised head cover, and obviously I was only having a little bit of fun with it, but I am really pleased with how it came out. I added the YouTube logos onto it, obviously my own logo at the top, and went for a really high quality one, so it's pretty good on the inside, and I don't know, I think it adds a little something to the golf bag, but what do you reckon? So they're my big 5 things this year, but what about you? Have you found any game changers out there? If you have, make sure you let me know in the comments, because I'm always keen to see what else is about that might be able to help my golf game. And like I said at the start, I am now going to give away one of each of these things. So that's the Caley utility iron, a Pro ZR ShotScope laser rangefinder, a strike wedge, a pair of Ecco golf shoes, and one of my personalised head covers. Seems like the right thing to do at Christmas. I'll also, if I can, I'll put the discount links below the video to these products if I can find any for you. But if you're interested in winning one of the prizes, we're going to keep it nice and simple. So you just need to subscribe to my YouTube channel and then follow the link below the video to my website. At the top of my website you can sign up to my email list. I don't really send any emails out, but it gives me your contact details so that in the first week of January I can do a draw. I can find a different winner for each of the prizes, use your contact details to get in touch with you via email, arrange getting the prize sent out to you wherever you are in the world, and we'll go from there. But thanks for watching the videos this year. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you soon.